Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week marks my 15 weeks post-op from RNY gastric bypass surgery. I am a bit late. This week has been crazy. I've been at the hospital since Monday night. So long story short, I found out that I had an internal hernia. So what happened Monday night was I was putting my daughter to bed, and around 9:12, I remember the time because I looked at the time. 9:12, I had this sharp pain in my stomach, and I was clenching onto my pillow. And I remember having that pain after surgery, I think like 5 days after, but it went away within an hour. So I'm like, okay. But then it literally came back like maybe a minute after, but stronger. And it stayed there for so long, for like 10 minutes straight, to the point where I was screaming and crying. My daughter wasn't able to fall asleep because she heard me crying. It was so bad. We ended up calling 911. So they took me to the hospital, and they did blood work on me, and they said they found nothing wrong. And I remember when I was put in the stretcher in the hallways of the hospital, there were two other people before me, two elderly people, and I overheard them talking that the lady behind me, she had a mild heart attack. I just felt so bad because I was the only person screaming and crying in that hallway, and I kept saying like, something is going to explode in me. I thought it was maybe my appendix or something. I'm like, this is not right. Like, something feels different. And then eventually they moved me to my own room right away. And they ended up doing a CT scan and an x-ray. So about maybe, I think 2 hours later, the doctor comes and she's like, oh, looks like you have a hernia. So we're gonna send you upstairs to get ready for surgery. I said, okay. So I signed all my papers. They took me upstairs. Then another doctor who actually does gastric bypass surgery, he didn't do I went to the same hospital where I got the gastric bypass surgery, but he didn't do my surgery. And he's like, I don't think it's a hernia. Like, you're just 3 months post-op. And he's like, what did you eat that night? I said, well, I had my chicken. I had a little bit of salami. And he's like, okay. And he's like, maybe it's just food blockage. He's like, why don't we just wait a day, stay here, let's see if your pain goes away. And I said, okay, fine. So I was on hydromorphine. I was on something that was stronger than gravel. I might be saying it wrong. I think it was called sulfurin. And obviously through IV. So that knocked me out cold. The hydromorphine kept making me nauseous. But like those two medicines kept knocking me out, which was good because like I would fall asleep. And then later, the next day, I was still in pain. He came to check me again, and he touched me very lightly, like in the middle of my stomach. And I just cried. And he's like, okay, that's weird. It's really tender. We'll just take you into surgery, but we might not even find anything. So when he took me in, he's like, look, like a lot of people come in after your surgery and they complain about pain, and it's because of something they ate, and we just find out it's like a food blockage. I'm like, okay. He's like, we might not find anything, but if we find something we need to repair, we'll repair, but I highly doubt it's a hernia. I said, okay. Fast forward, like I wake up in recovery. They bring me back to my room after, and the doctor had come in to see me, and he was like, I am in shock. It was such a mess in there. You had an internal hernia. He's like, did I do your surgery? I said, no, it was so-and-so doctor. And he's like, I figured, because he made a comment. He's like, this particular doctor, he used the stitches that this doctor that repaired my hernia doesn't use. He's like, I don't use that stitches because for this reason. It always gives issues. He's like, anyways, we repaired it. There was a hole in your intestine. Bowel was coming out. It was twisted. We removed it. I was just out, and I was in a daze. This is all I remember. We took out the bowel. We untwisted everything, and we stitched you up nice. It's nice and tight now. And, you know, chances are that if you getting a hernia again are low, but it can happen. And I asked him, like, was there anything that I did to to cause this hernia? He said, there's nothing you did. I asked him, like, is my stomach still small? Like, does my stomach look okay? He's like, everything looks perfect. Like, everything looks good inside. It's just, it was your hernia. It was a mess in there. And he said, you know, this can happen again. There's nothing that I can do to prevent it. And he said that the chances are low. He's just more shocked that I got it 3 months post-op, because he said when he does see an internal hernia from gastric bypass patients, it's usually maybe 2 years down the road, 2 years post-op. Anyway, so I've been at the hospital. I finally got home yesterday morning around 11 a.m. and I don't feel pain internally anymore. It's just my incisions now. So when I had the gastric bypass surgery, they made 5 incisions. They had to reopen them, but only 4 out of 5 of them. So they had to cut me open 4 times. Those are sore again, especially the left one. I'm bruised around that one. It's just, it feels so funny right now inside. It just feels like back to day 1 when I had surgery. I have a lot of gas in me. I weighed myself when I got home yesterday. So I went up, and I think it's all the IV and all the gas and air they pumped in me, because I went up to, I think it was 213.2 yesterday. And then today, like, I've been letting out a lot of gas. You know, I'm finally making bowel movements. Today I weighed myself and I'm back at 206. So, like, obviously it's gas and like IV fluid. It just sucks that, like, I'm back here. Like, I'm just glad that the pain was over. I don't wish this pain upon, like, even my worst enemies. It was worse than labor. It was like 20 times worse than labor. I'll never forget this pain. And it was just a rough week. You know, I don't have the kids with me. I miss them. I won't get them for the next, like, I think they'll come in a couple of days. But I'm just trying to rest and just take care of myself first. But it's been a really rough week. So again, my apologies that I'm late. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I have been posting like little snippets of like my hotel room, my hospital room, you know, but I couldn't make a video until today. Even today, like, I was just so tired, but I needed to keep you guys posted. You know, I went from last week being sick, getting COVID tested, and then this week being at the hospital for almost a week, having an internal hernia. But anyways, this week marks my 15 weeks. Coming Wednesday, I believe, will be my 16 weeks. So I'll keep you guys posted. But it's just been really tough on me this week. I look like a hot mess right now. But anyways, if you guys are new to this channel, and you know, whether you're looking into getting weight loss surgery, or you're in the process, or you've already done it, and you like watching my videos and following me along my journey, like, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and hit that bell button to get notified whenever I post a new video. And I'll be back with more videos. Thank you guys. Bye.